Hi, everybody. It's Dina Wilkinson, and I just want to go over today with you about how to conduct a business chat. You know, when you invite someone to have a business chat with you, you want to, as much as possible, control the circumstances. You could meet at your home, their home, but you want to have it somewhere where it's a quiet environment, if all possible. If you're going to meet at a coffee shop or maybe at Barnes and Noble or somewhere like that, you want to make sure that you control the circumstances. So if at all possible, I get there first and I pick a place where they're looking towards a corner and I'm looking out, so they're not distracted by other people. So to try to control the circumstances as much as possible. Now, when you sit down with them, you want to have, you can use your phone, you can use an iPad, you can use a laptop. But the first 5 minutes, you want to build back up the rapport. If it's a friend, this is what you might want to say with the friends. I am so happy that we could get together today, and I really look forward to catching up with you and finding out what's going on. So tell me, how are you doing? And then if it's a friend, I'll just reach over and really touch their arm or grab their hand for a second and say, no, how are you really doing? You know, what's going on? And if they start to kind of, hesitate, I could tell they've got something weighing on their mind. I'll say, well, what's going on? I'm listening. Tell me what's happening. Because I really am interested, because I want to see if what I have would be of interest to them, because I so believe that really our body has so many ways that it can really better people's lives and their circumstances. So I want to know what's going on. I want you to know that I'm really excited to share more about what I'm doing. But I want you to know that no matter what you decide, if this is for you or not, it's not going to affect our friendship one iota. So I want you to know that you feel free to ask me any questions. I would love to have you do this with me. But really, more than anything, I just wanted to share with you what I'm doing, so we can see if this is going to be a fit for you. Okay, now, if it's an acquaintance, you need to get to know them better. So you might say to them that I'm really excited to get to know you better. And truthfully, the only way that I can do that is by asking you some questions so I can know more about you and your circumstance. And we can determine together if this is going to be a fit for you or a fit for me. And I just want you to know right up front that I want you to feel really free to ask me any question that you want to ask me. So tell me, do you have a family? Do you have children? How many do you have? How long have you lived in the area? If it's a referral, I can say, how do you know so-and-so? Do you work outside of the home? What is it that you do? What drew you into that kind of work? Do you just love it? Now, when I say that question, I'm going to pause and wait for them to really tell me if they love it or don't love it. And a lot of people will say, well, not really. And then you could say, well, do you plan on retiring there? That's always a question that really makes people think, and they'll say no. Then I'll say to them, well, have you looked into something else so that you don't, you're not there forever? If they tell me that they're a stay-at-home mom, I say, do you love being a stay-at-home mom? Tell me about your current circumstances. Oh, we're struggling because, my husband's having to work more hours. And I can say something like, is the new economy been hard on you? Because it has for so many people. So then I want to ask them some questions to see, what's going on in their life and what they would change about their life. So one of the great questions to ask is, if you could wave a magic wand and have everything you want, what does that look like? What would that feel like to have that be your reality? And what dream have you held in your heart that you have not yet realized? And then one of the questions I like to ask, a couple of questions, is, are you prepared for impact? Impact. If the rug was pulled out from you or your spouse at work, are you prepared for that? Are you prepared for any kind of impact thing, like losing a job, the death of a spouse, or being divorced, being single again? If it's 5 years from now and your life, whoops, there's our left off there. If your life looks exactly like it looks like today, would you be okay with that? People will say to me, no. Ooh, no. And then I say, well, what would you change? What would you have to do differently so it doesn't look exactly like it looks today? And then when I'm kind of done asking those questions, I say, well, what prompted you to meet with me today? And I'll get things like, well, I've always thought in the back of my mind about I'd love to have my own business. I'd love to do something on my own. So just find out what that would be. Then you want to pull out the handout from the website called 11 Reasons Why. This comes from the Eric Worre group, and it's great way to get them to think about what it is they want to have in their life. So ask them which 3 out of these 11 reasons why most people do a business like this resonate. I have most there twice, don't I? Resonate with you. So out of these 11 reasons, what 3 resonate the most with you? There, maybe I said that a little bit better. Then do the presentation with an emphasis based on what they told you. So if they told you that they really would love to be their own boss, you're going to go through and talk about how this is going to allow them to be their own boss and to create your own hours and not have to wake up to an alarm clock. So you're going to, emphasize on, put some into that, your presentation about what they told you. And then after the presentation, say, let's take a look at those 3 things you said were important to you. Can you make the connection between what I showed you and what you're looking for? Where would you put your interest right now? Are you a 1, 2, or a 3? And you're going to go into details of that, about what a 1 is, what a 2 is, and what a 3 is. So now when you sit down with them, you're going to start out here with your Discover Arbonne slide presentation. It's your business chat presentation, which I have up here. And when you see this, you say, I'm really excited. There's 2 things I love about what I do. I love the products and I love the business. And I can't wait to give you more information about our brand and the business behind our brand and the philosophy. So, and this is where I would tell my story and how I got involved in Arbonne. And the more my story and your story is wrapped in today's economy and what may be a struggle for you when you came into Arbonne, that there just wasn't enough money at the end of your month, that your kids were getting ready to go to college, you had to pay off school debts, that you didn't get the job that you wanted because of the new economy when you came out of university. So tie that back in, put some of those elements into your story and just say, for me, we were struggling. We were barely surviving. We had over $35,000 in medical debts, maxed out 3 credit cards for these expenses, and I just didn't know where we were going to turn to next. We were about 90 days, always 90 days away from losing our home if something went wrong. And so when I looked out there today, You know, there are so many people stressed out about money and work. And look at this. This is what the U.S. Census Bureau tells us. So I want to ask you, when is the last time you didn't worry or were stressed out about money or work? You know, what's causing the stress? If there's over almost 80% people are stressed out, what's causing it? Well, truly it's that middle class. Middle class incomes are stagnant. It's harder and harder to stay in that middle class because goods and services are more expensive. And when we look at people coming out of university today, look at people buying homes today, buying cars today, we all have to get loans, and big loans or many-year loans to pay off those. And so debt is becoming the new normal. And when you look at financial experts, I don't know, have you read anything by Robert Kiyosaki? Have you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad? You know, these brilliant business minds. They tell you that wealth is determined by the number of days that you could survive without working and maintain your standard of living. Well, his advice is that you need to go create an asset that could cover your monthly expenses. So if something happens, that you wouldn't really be impacted in your monthly standard of living wouldn't really be impacted. Well, how they in the past, what they've always told you to create that asset is you needed to go get invested enough real estate that the rental incomes could provide that for you, or really have enough money in the stock market. With most people having to pay off debt, they don't have that. So when he was charged with going in and investigating in network marketing, and the more he looked at it, he really became an advocate of it. Because when he looked at it and saw how it was succeeding around the world and helping people create an asset, he realized that with the advantage it gave most people is that most people can come up with 10 to 15 hours that they could put into a network marketing business. And so with that sweat equity, they could create that asset. And because of this, boy, network marketing is just booming around the world. When you look at all the industries out there, like video gaming and the entertainment industry, together they do not come up to the network marketing industry. And the reason why it is so growing today is because of these two converging trends. Health, wellness, and fitness industry is going to be $1 billion industry within the next 2 years. And the anti-aging market, oh my goodness, no one wants to age. We're all staying longer in the workplace. We've got to look younger. In fact, most people want to look 10 years younger than they are. So when you look at these two trends, and let's face it, you know, people are interested in being healthy today. That's when you look out there and everybody's in fitness clothes every day because they want to be healthy, fit, have energy, and they also want to have financial security. Those two trends are so growing, and they're so big in our in what's happening in our economy today. And so when you have those two trends out there, that's where Arbonne intersects with them. Because what it is that we do, what is it that we do? You know, people always say, what is it that you exactly do? I went for a walk this morning and bumped into a gal in my neighborhood that I go to church with. And she asked me about my business and what is it that we exactly do? Well, we help people make educated choices about what they put in and on their body. Because let's face it, if you can get healthy, but if you're stressed out about money and work, you're not really healthy. So we help people make educated choice, because when you're educated, you make better choices. When you're uneducated, you just make a choice. And we empower people with options about their health and finances. So we are able to give people a fresh start and taking better care of their bodies. And we also can give them a fresh start in their finances. And we do that through this incredible company, and it's all based around their or our ingredient policy. It's been in place since 1980, and our founder was just so committed to pure, safe, and beneficial. And so we do all of our testing on human panel testing. We want to make sure that our products are absolutely safe, that they have the ingredients in them that they say, so that our nutritionals really are standardized. And let's face it, we want things to work. So we do third-party testing to make sure that we're getting the kind of results that we want to get. And because really what people, our mission is, and what we love to really show people, so they really truly understand that you are what you absorb, whether it's nutrition or it's skincare. Because do you realize that within 26 seconds, anything that you put on your body can be absorbed into your bloodstream and into your internal organs? And when you think about that, women, when they walk out the door, by noon, they have put on 12 to 25 personal care products. They've used that many. The average man uses around 12. And that they have in them 512 toxic chemicals. That's amazing. So you really are what you absorb. And so Arbonne has a real advantage. We have over 30 years of research and development. Our products are based on botanicals. That's at the base of all of our products. And we blend the best of science and nature. We use science to get the most out of the botanicals. And we pH our products to the skin and where your skin actually wants to be at. So they're pH correct. We're certified vegan and kosher, and we don't have any GMOs. So it's so important that we're vegan, because a lot of skincare products out there have wheat and gluten in them. And so many people are having problems with that today. And we're formulated to European standards. You realize that in Europe, they've banned over 1,300 ingredients. And two of the ingredients that they've banned that are commonly used in the U.S. are retin A and hydroquinone. I have a hard time saying that. And which really both of those ingredients affect your liver. And so we formulate to these incredible standards. We don't have the colors, sweeteners, or dyes. We don't test on animals, never tested on animals, we've ever used animal byproducts. We don't use gluten, dairy, and whey inside of our nutritionals. So it's a very pure, safe botanical line. And we have over 400 consumable products. You know, you can pay now or you can pay later. That's what I always let people really understand. And so what's so cool is when you're using products that are so pure, safe, and beneficial, and when you have a product line that has over 400 products in it, and that they're all consumable, so people can get better quality, but because they're all consumable, you're going to have a great business, because people are going to use them up and have to reorder them. So that's what I think is so incredible. Our flagship product line is our RE9. And that is really so incredibly formulated. And our cosmetics contain anti-aging ingredients. When they're on your skin, they're actually reversing aging. So we have delicious vegan protein shakes, nutritionals, weight loss, and sports nutrition. So I want you to think about how many of those categories do you use on a daily basis? From the minute you get up to the minute you go to bed. So, you know, if you think about it, we have products from basket to casket and everywhere in between. So now we love to do clinical testing, and that's one of the things I've always been so proud of, because we actually want to be able to prove our results. So we recently completed a third-party clinical study of our products and how they compared with any of the MLM lines out there and how they compared with the top department store brands. And what was amazing is when they came back with the composite score, we didn't just barely beat our competition. The composite score was just astounding. So the lead scientist said, you know, it's surprising to see an event in which one product was significantly better than the competition. So that is very, very important to me. I don't know if that's important to you, but I really want to know that I really am superior to my competition. Now, when you look at this before and after, this is from one of our blind test study participants. They had no idea what they were using. This is for in a month's time. What's incredible about our product line is a lot of lines can improve your skin for 30 days. But what they tend to do is they overstimulate the cells. And so good cells can die off. But what's amazing about our product is it doesn't just improve the skin, you know, in the first 30 days and then stop there. It continues to keep improving the skin over time. And you can see that in day 1, day 30, and day 8. And what I've always loved about Arbonne is that we never rest on our laurels. We're always looking to improve our product line and improve our company. So one of the things that we just did was we just entered the skincare device category with our Genius Ultra, and it's world-class technology. It literally drives with its 330,000 ultrasound waves per second, it drives the products deep into the ingredients, deep into the skin, where it can really affect and stimulate the collagen and elastin in your own skin. So we are getting unbelievable results after one usage with this incredible new device. And what's amazing about it, in the device category, we sold in our first 2 weeks of selling this the same amount as our competition, the 3 top competitors, did in 6 months. This industry is currently at $1 billion, but it's predicted to be $1.6 billion within the next 2 years. And Arbonne is just jumped in, and with with 3 patents on this device, wow, it's an exciting time to look at Arbonne. To look at the before and afters, they're just incredible about this device. But one of the things I love is that we really do anti-aging from the inside out. And so we have equally as strong product line in our nutritionals and our Arbonne Essential line. And we have a 30 days to healthy living plan that is just giving people incredible results. Because what we've done is we have combined a system that gives people an incredible, smart, and easy way to be able to have a 30-day plan to be able to get to detoxify, get rid of the toxins in your body, and to be able to have your fitness and energy levels restored. So you can see here the incredible before and afters. The middle picture is from a fitness trainer who was eating right, doing everything that she thought, but boy, when she got started on our product line and detoxified, once you get your weight is shed. It's just your excess weight. You can shed that. And so you can see it's all three of these pictures, how much better people look. But we are so proud of our detox line because our detox products, really when you get a healthy gut and you detoxify your liver and kidneys, it shows up in your skin. And this is Micheline, and wow, her skin looks so much better, doesn't it? So, we have products that not only transform your life, but can transform your health and a business that can change your life. The Mayo Clinic just completed a study that concluded that Arbonne's products really improve the quality of people's lives. So, wow, you don't have to believe me. You can believe the Mayo Clinic. So what we show people is a smarter way to shop. Because with the normal retail channel, when you bring a product out, look at all the steps that it has to go between manufacturing and to the consumer. And it's everywhere way along that, all of those different steps, it doubles the price. So when you're buying a product inside a retail or big box store, 80% of the cost goes towards marketing, advertising, packaging, and shipping. But when you have products that go straight from manufacturer to the consumer, what my job is, I'm a matchmaker. And I match up people who would love to have superior quality products and be able to order them online and get them at a discount. Because what we show people to do is to stop buying products at high retail prices from stores that don't pay you commission. And, because when you're buying products and you're buying your Mac or your Estee Lauder, you're really just supporting their dream and the CEO of a big box store to get a bigger bonus. So we show people how they can purchase through their own digital storefront and open up their own exclusive online account. We share with them how they can do the same and leverage your time by building a recurring income that can throw up income to you for a long time to come. So, when you start your own business with Arbonne, you are starting your own online business. I don't have to stock product. I don't touch people's money. They're consumable. So some of the people that I showed Arbonne to many, many, many years ago currently buy either monthly or bi-monthly or every 3 months. So I've had clients with me for over 18 years. So that truly is residual income, and you're able to build it alongside what you're currently doing. When you look at traditional corporate, there is only one person who gets to truly benefit and be the CEO at the top. Because when you come in as an employee or even in middle management, what is really your chance of you ever becoming the CEO? How small of a percentage is that? But in our business, everyone can benefit from time leverage because there's no glass ceiling. What it is building up a network of consumers. So you may have a friend in Montana, or a sister-in-law that lives in the UK, or a friend that's in Poland. And you can help them open up their own exclusive Arbonne account, and you can leverage off of that consumer network. And Arbonne can be whatever you need it to be. Over 80% of the people in Arbonne have opened up accounts to get the highest savings possible because they just love the product and would love to give them at a wholesale price. For others, they need a supplemental income. When I came into Arbonne, I needed that extra $500 a month. But not with that. Within a short period of time, a year, I really needed to treat this more like a business. And so when I treated it like a business, it threw off career income for me. So it can be where you want to come in to just get your products at the best discount and share that discount with friends and family. Or it may be that you would like to earn $500 a month. And that $500 a month can mean the difference between you being able to pay a car payment or towards your house payment. Or it could be that you would love to have this be a growing global business. And with Arbonne's new apps, you can manage a team from your cell phone and order off your cell phone. So it really can be whatever you'd like it to be. With our cash bonuses and our Mercedes-Benz program, there are some incredible perks with jewelry and 5-star vacations. It really does offer a lot of opportunity. And when you become an area manager, at that point, your business is willable. So you can see that we have 4 levels of management: district manager, area manager, regional vice president, national vice president. And when you become a district manager, it's not that you're really managing people, you're just managing your own business. But when you hit that area manager level, that is an incredible level to get to, because that's when it starts to make a significant difference. The average person's income is, their yearly income is increased by $17,000 or more. So that's a great place to get to as soon as possible. Regional vice president is the level where it starts to give people choices in how they live their life. It's also where you get the Mercedes-Benz, a white Mercedes-Benz model of your choice. And you're going to get a monthly car allowance, and it increases at national vice president level. National vice president level, the average income of national vice presidents is $250,000. Now that is, I know you're not average, but I'm sure that that is a level that could really impact your family. And there's absolutely no ceiling on what you can earn as a national vice president. So, all of these levels can truly bless your life. I guess the question to ask you is what level of income would make it worth it to you to do something like this? What level of income could really start to impact your family's finances? So I want to just ask you where you see yourself right now. Tell me what was the most exciting thing that you heard from me today. What intrigued you the most? Where do you see yourself right now? Are you a one that you're interested in the Arbonne products and you would love to be able to open up your own account and get a great discount with Arbonne? Or are you a two where, of course, you would love to get started on the products because that, just love what the philosophy behind our brand. So you would love to get the best discount that you can, but you're also interested in learning more about Arbonne's income opportunity. Or are you a three where, I'm excited about doing this. This really makes sense to me. I love the thought of coming in with a company that's just starting their global expansion. If someone would guide me and partner with me, I'm very excited about Arbonne. So where would you be at right now? Where do you see yourself, a 1, 2, or a 3? So when I ask them that, I just pause and let them really think about that, about if they're a 1, 2, or 3. Now, if they say they're a 1, then I'm going to say, well, why don't we open your account and get you started on your own products so you could start to Arbonnize your home. And let me tell you, the very best thing that you could do and get the very best savings on your product is why don't we get a group together and let's get you some additional products that may be out of your budget today. And that way you can really Arbonnize your home even more. So if they're 1, I'm going to look at both of our calendars right then, and I'm going to schedule 1 or 2 events with them. I'm going to get them started on the ASVP packs that they can, and then we're going to work towards getting them all of the rest of the products that they're interested in at their own event. If they say that they're a 2, then I'm going to give them the information that they need to be able to make a decision. So I'm either going to send them a Discover Arbonne webinar that they can watch. I can do a Zoom call with my sponsor or upline manager, and I can give them a curiosity package. But no matter what, I am going to schedule our next meeting within the next 24 to 48 hours. So depending on how they like to receive information, that's what I'm going to give them. So curiosity packet, a webinar to watch, a Zoom 3-way call that I can do with my upline managers so that I can help close them into starting their own business. Because I can, right here, what's great is that you want to get them started on product and you want to get them started on the business. Because no matter what, if they come back and say, I just don't think this is for me, that is not going to end our relationship. One of the things you also can say after they come back and they're a 2 and they still haven't made up their mind about what they want to do, one of the things you can say to them is, one of the best things that what most people do if they just can't decide if this is right for them or not, is that they book a couple of events. They book an event at their home and book an event with one of their close friends or family members. And that way they can see it through a consultant's eyes and see if this is going to be something that they're really interested in. If they haven't tried the product, then you want to give them a tote or a spa basket to take home while they're gaining more information. If they say that they're a 3, then I'm just going to proceed. I'm not going to say to them, what questions do you have? Because sometimes people don't have questions and we just bring up doubts when we say, well, what questions do you have? But if I see them say, well, I'm really interested, but and I can just see that they're kind of hovering, then I can ask them, what hesitations do you have? And then I want to work through whatever their hesitations are. And so make sure to watch how to close out a business appointment on this page. And also make sure that you listen to Ian Pritchard's his training call on the page about how to close out your appointment. And that will help you to know exactly what you can say to all the different hesitations of time, money, or fear, and to work through that. So work through their hesitations. And then once you work through their hesitations, then you want to say, I would like to just say, you know what I would recommend, Ashley? I would recommend that let's just open your account and let's start your business. You're going to not know whether this is a fit for you ever until you begin. And the great thing about Arbonne is that it's risk-free. We have a 45-day money-back guarantee. So what do you have to lose? Let's jump in and let's get this business started. And then you can begin your discovery period. And you'll be able to know over the next 30 to 45 days what you really want to do with your business and how much time you want to put into building it. So that's what I would say to end the appointment. I would get them signed up. I'd get them registered, and let's get planning what it is that they would like to order, and I would start their getting started training right then by asking them what made you decide that you wanted to build a business with Arbonne, and how fast do you want to go. And then I would set up our getting started appointment within the next 24 to 48 hours. That's how we would proceed. So I hope that has helped you. Thank you so much for joining me today.